You might think that the spine misalignment is causing your scoliosis back pain and leading you to focus on stretching and strengthening. But if you're not getting a long-lasting relief, it's time to try a different approach. And in today's video, we're going to explore and how addressing the nervous system and changing habitual movement patterns and can address the root cause of your scoliosis back pain. And join me now for a simple movement lesson to get started. And in today's lesson, we're going to use a regular chair. And so go ahead and grab a chair and then we're going to start. Go ahead and sit on the front of your chair. You're not leaning against the backrest if there's a back seat. So go ahead and place your feet directly underneath your knees. So knees are about a hip width apart. And slowly begin to lift your right hip a little bit away from the chair, so your weight shifting over to the left hip. And as you shift your weight slowly over to the left side and make sure that the right foot is on the floor, so it's your left foot. So allowing your body to shift your weight and really pushing through the right foot, right heel, to lift your right hip. And now you add in a movement of sliding your right hand down the side of your right leg as you shift your weight over to the left side. And allowing your chest, allowing your spine and ribs to move forward without really forcing. So it's not a stretching, it's not a forceful movement, but it's just a matter of allowing your body to move smoothly and easily. So don't fight it and don't turn this into a stretch. And repeat this movement and make sure that you can breathe easily several times. And then you shift your weight, shift into the other side. Now you begin to lift your left hip by pushing through the left heel and allowing the weight to shift over to the right side. Allowing your spine, your ribs, and to move easily, not forcefully. And now add in a movement of sliding your left hand down the outside of your left leg as you shift your weight over to the right hip. So repeat this movement several times until the movement becomes smoother. You're not looking for bigger range, you're looking for smoother and easier movement. Right? So keep your torso nice and mobile, soft. Then after you're done several times on this side, and then alternating side to side, shift your weight to the left, shift your weight to the right as you slide your hand down the leg. And repeat the movements a few times until the movement becomes smoother. Right, so the key is really softening your body, softening your chest and ribs and your spine so that you can easily shift your weight side to side. And you can go ahead and stop. So after you're done, and you can stand up and feel your body, feel your back, sensation around your back, your whole body, and notice any changes, breathing, posture. You may notice there's some differences from the start to now. And as you walk around, and you may notice the changes, maybe a little more smoothness in your walking, a little more comfort in your low back. And let me know how you feel. What was your experience right after this lesson? And what this lesson is really about is that as you went through this movement, and you may have noticed that shifting weight to one side felt probably much easier than other side. And or the strategy is the movement patterns, shifting weight over to one side compared to the other side is maybe very different. And so that's quite normal because we use the two legs in a very different way. So the function of the legs is very different from right leg and left leg, and individually it's different. So this is why it is very different and shift in a way to maybe to your left side is easier for you or maybe harder for you. And how does that really change and impact your scoliosis, your back pain? Is that habitually we carry the weight and mostly more on one leg, and then we carry the same pattern as you walk. So if you slowly walk, very slowly, and then you notice that you spend more time on one leg, and then you don't spend quite as much on the other leg as you start to walk. So in a way that we limp in walking, and this is really true for everyone because of the dominant leg, right? So functionally we use two legs very differently. You can break that pattern by slowing down the movements, and then as you're going through this one, because the hips are directly connected to the spine, the habitual movement patterns, how you use the right leg and compared to the left leg, and then how we carry that functions, right? And how we carry that patterns in the functional movements, it really affects the spine. So you're constantly shortening one side, you're constantly lengthening the other side, right? So you are really opening up on one side, you're constantly collapsing or compressing through the other side. And we do use that patterns in a lot of functions, right? And just walking is one example. Even in the sitting, we carry the same pattern. And as we are getting out of the chair, bending over to reach for something, we carry the same patterns. So when this is one simple lesson that helps you become aware of your movement patterns, and it starts to retrain your habitual movement patterns so that you can actually start to move differently, so that you don't get stuck in the same patterns and stressing your body in the same way over and over. So how many repetitions should you be practicing as far as practicing this particular movement? And I would do not many times, maybe just 5 to 10 times on each side, but more importantly, you focus on quality of the movement. So you do really pay attention to sensing the movements and how your body is moving in one direction or the other directions, and then you spend the time and practice until the quality improves even just a little bit, and then you can switch over to the other side and alternate in the two sides so that you can feel the difference between the right side and the left side, and so that you can start to distribute the movements more evenly, and then you can practice incorporating that patterns into your daily activities. So you have to be mindful. You have to pay attention to your body throughout your day. All right, and I hope this was helpful, and I would love to hear your experience and in the comment and down below. And if you enjoy this video, and please support my channel by subscribing and hitting the like button. If conventional approaches aren't working for your body, and you want to feel good in your body again, and please watch my free masterclass. The link is in the description below. You can apply for my comprehensive movement course inside the masterclass, and if you want to rediscover the joy of moving your body. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.